welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone has been doing just fine because I have. So I hope you all have been doing just fine. First of all, you all, I want to address the echo in my background, okay? It's because I'm back in my craft room. I am back in my craft room, and this echo is coming in because there's a lot of hard surfaces here, and there's not really any crafts in this room at this time. But we are going to get into that in just a moment. But I did want to ask you all to just please bear with me with this echo. I'm going to do everything I can to get as much of it out as I can when I edit this video. Okay. So guys, how y'all like my background color? How y'all like that? Hubby and I painted this space, okay? I'm so happy to be back in my craft room, y'all. You all just do not know how much I am just back to be in this space because that other space that I was using in my house just was not working, okay? But anyway, I'm back in this space. Excuse me, and I am just so very thankful just for being back in it. I appreciate my craft room so much more now, more than I did before. I really do. But yeah, this color is the paint is by Behr, Behr. It's a semi gloss and it's called etched glass. Now it's gray. I don't know if it looks like a sort of blue to you guys, but it is gray. All right, I love it. My husband and I painted this together, and I absolutely love it. I feel like it does okay with my skin tone. Oh, and by the way, it may look this video may be a little dark because um, my stand for my ring light broke. My stand for my ring light broke, you all. So that is supposed to come in tonight. I was able to order another one that was supposed to come in tonight, and I have my little microphone now. So it's crazy. It's like, okay, I have my microphone now. Now I have to record my first video with a whole bunch of echoey noise. So I just hope that I'm able to get some of this out when I edit this video. Okay. But anyway, guys, we're going to get into this space. I'm just going to tell you all a little bit about it. Like I said, the paint is called Etched Glass by Behr. So, and it's gonna look better when I get my ring light. It'll be a little bit better whenever I record videos, showing myself. I won't look so, you'll be able to see me a little bit better. So we painted this gray. The etched glass is the color and everything. This room is approximately. This is a small craft space. It's just a bedroom in my house. My husband said it's around 13 feet by 13. So it's not a large room. I know some people have large craft spaces, and that's wonderful for them. Of course, I would love that. However, I am very thankful for my craft room. Okay, I am very thankful. I am appreciative. I am. It's not huge or anything like that, but it works for me. So I am thankful. So if you have a small craft space, just make it whatever you can make it out to be and be thankful, because when you do that, God will bless you with even more. So yes, I'm thankful. But guys, I am about to show you all this space, and we're going to talk about what I have in here now. And I'm going to ask you all, for a little help in here. Okay. All right. So let's go. Let me show you all around my craft space. Let me show you around before it gets all cluttered, right? All right. All right, guys. So first up, we have um, this table right here is my fabric cutting table. All right. And it has, two sides to it. I'm going to move this out for you all so you all can see it. So it has two sides to it. Well, it's like three, because this whole thing just pretty much, winds out. Now, that is a little messy. And I'm not, I had to put all this stuff in a very small, you think this is small, I had to put all this stuff in a smaller space. And so, so I had to kind of push everything together so you all can see my glue gun and my ribbon and everything right there. But yeah, this is a sewing table. Not, I'm sorry, a fabric cutting table. And those just extend out, and then they have a lever where I can where I'm able to put both of those sides up. All right. So if anybody wants to know, I got that off of Amazon. As a matter of fact, pretty much everything in here came from Amazon almost. So yeah, that is my fabric cutting table, and then that's just a closet, bedroom door closet, guys. All right, so that is my fabric cutting table that I have in here. All right, so next, guys, is my sewing table. All right, so and then some of those items down there are what I've been using to do embroidery. So those are just a few embroidery supplies there. And then this is my sewing table right here. All right, and then my sewing machine is a Brother. If anybody wants to see it, it's just a Brother CS6000i, and that is that's my sewing machine. And then those are just some threads and just some little things that I have here, scissors and all that. I think this is it. That quilting, yeah, basting spray. All right, I use that whenever I do embroidery. All right, so, and excuse my thread, guys. It's all every kind of way, because like I said, this stuff was in a smaller space. It wasn't being used. So yeah, so that's my sewing table right there. And then right there is just a few embroidery items. All right. So next, guys, is, you all are familiar with this. This is the rack that I had. Now, I actually originally had fabrics on this rack. Like, I had all of my sewing fabrics on here. But all of that stuff was put away. It's in my attic. So I have to get those things down and put them back on here. And hopefully that is one thing that I'm counting on to help get some of this echo out of this room. All right. So that whenever I come to you all from here, it won't be such an echo. All right. And then those are just my other machines. All right. You know, those are just my other machines. And then that's some embroidery thread and everything. That's my serger. And then that is my embroidery machine. Okay. As a matter of fact, I can show you all this. So that's the serger. And then that's the embroidery thread. Or is that serger thread? Serger thread, I'm sorry, the thread for the serger. And then this is the embroidery machine. Oops. Yep. So that's just my embroidery machine. It's a Brother too, a P800. And that is just some, just some stuff that I use for, and that's my yarn winder. And then the rest of that stuff is stuff I use to make videos with. All right, now this table is what I actually use to make tutorials. So I use this table, and I have a light box that I sit on that table and make the tutorials with. So, but this is not the light box. This is my ring light. I'm waiting on the replacement stand to come in tonight. So that's what that is. That's the ring light. And normally I would have things, materials up under the table, because I'm utilizing a small space. All right, now what's new is my desk. So this is my new desk, guys. Hope you all can see that. I'm trying to back up enough so you all can see it. So that's my desk. And right there, that right there is just my calendar, my little planner. That's just my little planner, that little greenish book. That's my planner and all the things. All right, and then that's my MacBook. And like I said, this is my my computer desk. So my computer desk. All right, so that's that. All right, now coming on around, and y'all see my little plant right here. Yep, it's real. I got it. When we went and got the paint, I got the little plant. So yeah. But here in this corner this is actually, and a lot of you all probably are familiar with these, but that's actually that is not an antique, because it's not 100 years or older, but it is a vintage sewing machine. All right. I actually got that from Where did I get that from? I got it from a secondhand store, and I said, me and my husband said we were gonna restore it, you all. So I'm gonna see if I can show it to you all just a little bit. All right, let me see if I can show it to you guys a little bit. Now, what I use this for now is I actually have a heat press that I put on it, and the heat press needs something that's really stable. So this is perfect for the heat press, and that's why I have this on top of it. Because the heat press, it already stretched it at one time. See, it didn't have that big stretch in it when I brought it home. But now it had this from the previous owner. Because like I said, I got it from, I want to say Salvation Army or something. But yeah, but this is a sewing machine. I'm going to show it to you all. Let's see. Y'all got to bear with me with this selfie stick now. So it actually, you see, it comes up from this end. So yeah, it actually, see, that's the sewing machine down in there. And this goes all the way out. And then that's the sewing machine. Yeah, it's dusty, guys, because we haven't done anything with it. So yes, it is dusty. All right, it was like this there when we got it, so I just haven't done anything with it. I need to clean it up, and we need to restore it. All right, but yeah, it's perfect for my heat press. You know, something solid that doesn't move around, and everything is heavy. You all know how vintage stuff is. Vintage stuff is really heavy. All right, so I'm just gonna put that back because I have to get my heat press out of the attic also. All right, now, and as y'all can see, I'm telling you, I am really loving this paint color. Y'all gotta excuse me. All right, so that's that. Now I got this stand. All right, and I know you all, if you're like me, you have seen this stand all over TikTok. I didn't get this stand from TikTok. I got my stand off of Amazon. Now the one you see on TikTok, this is my Cricut machine, right? My Cricut maker. The one that you see on TikTok does not have this much space on each side of it. I got a wider one. This one is wider, you know? So when I was seeing that on TikTok, I left there and went to Amazon, and Amazon gave me options of sizes. And so that's where I got this stand from. I got it from Amazon. I think the total was like $80-some, okay? And so anyway, and the one thing that I love the most in this whole room, in this entire room, what I love the most, guys, is my desk chair. Yes, it is green, guys. And I am loving this desk chair. Yes, honey, I am so much, because I just wanted that prosperity color. I like that pop. I felt like it did good for this space because it gave it a little pop. It doesn't have all those little boring blended colors. So yeah, that's my desk chair. Now, I've had that chair. Well, I'll tell y'all about that in just a minute. But yeah, that's just me wanting to show you all everything in this space. And like I said, it's around 13 by 13 is what my husband said. All right. And then my closet has a lot of craft things in there also. So yes, that is the room, guys. That is the space. All right. And I'm just showing you all around. Now, I'm showing you all around, and I want y'all to just take note of all these empty walls, okay? Take note of that, all right? Just take note of all the empty walls, okay? See how high and low? All right. All right, so now that I'm done showing you all this, I'll be right back with you all because we're gonna talk about some things. So I have shown you all this craft room in its entirety. So go in the comments and tell me, what do you think? What do you all think about my craft room? I absolutely love it. I hope you all do too. But what I wanted to talk to you all about is I want your help in telling me some storage ideas. Now, I do know that I'm going to need this wall space, even though I absolutely love the color that me and my husband picked out. But I know I'm going to need this wall space, right? If I continue to do crafts in this space, I'm going to need that wall space. So, and I really don't want to put a lot of holes in the wall. So if you all have any ideas, please go in the comments and tell me what would you do to be able to maximize this space, right? Go in the comments and just help me out with that. I would really appreciate it. Now I know over that table, my sewing table, I know that I will be putting a pegboard there, right? Because I need, a pegboard for sewing thread, for embroidery thread. I need a pegboard, right? So I know I'll be using that for that. But the rest of it, I'm not sure. I know that I need something over the table that I was telling you all in my tutorials, because that space will also be used for, me experimenting with other things as well. I do want to get into some other things, and so I'll be using that table for that as well. Now, I don't know if you all even knew that I did a little sewing. Like, I am a beginner at sewing, very much so, but I do like it and I want to learn more. So I want to be able to bring that to you all as well. I named the channel Lady B Creations not just for crochet, but to be able to do several crafts, so that we can work on those things together and learn and grow together. So that's one thing that I do plan on doing more in this space and here on this channel. All right. But yes, I hope you all like the space. Please give me some ideas on how I can maximize this space, guys, because I really need that. I need that help. Now, I will tell you, behind me here, I do want to kind of keep this area aesthetically pleasing, because craft rooms can get real crowded and junky, right? Even if you try to stay neat, sometimes when you get working and if you get orders or whatever, you get, things get counted. So I want to keep this aesthetically pleasing so that when I do come to you all, my background won't be an eyesore, right? So I do want that. I would love for this wall to be left just for a plaque that says 100,000 subscribers. I would love that, right? Wouldn't you all love that for me? Yes. So let's speak that into existence, guys. Let's speak that into existence. But yes, that is pretty much it, guys. I just want to show you all the craft room because I'm so happy to be back in it. I want to ask you all's opinion on things that I can do to maximize this space, and just let you all know that we are back in our original craft room, and we're trying to do this thing better this time. I also want to let you all know that I want to be able to bring other crafts to you all, because I do other things also. And we're just gonna learn and do crochet and crafts and do all the things together. All right, guys. So I thank you all for hanging out with me. Please, if you have not already subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, if you're someone that has subscribed and you're hanging out with me again, thank you so much. And please, you all do not forget to hit the like and hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload another video. So I will see you all later. Bye.